Yo, so squad. So I have a topic that's hits very close to home for me, and I wanted to share with you. Um, so the title, you saw the title of this video. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something about like, don't let your race hold you back or something like that. Um, so whether wherever you're in school, if you're in school in America or somewhere in the European countries, or even India, and if you're in India, this could be flipped. I could be talking about you as a white person surrounded by brown people. Um, I've always been surrounded by white people. I like or like anyone who wasn't brown. My school, I was the only brown guy in the whole class. I never really felt like I had a lot of place to belong, and it hurt me a lot. I didn't realize it at the time, but now I realize it. Like I just never felt connected or like I belonged with anywhere, and that's where my family came in. Now that I'm older, I've really formed relationships with a lot of my family and extended family, and that's giving me a place to belong. Family Man, I'm talking about a lot of my Family Man course right here, so check it out if you're curious. It's in my paid program. I'll link in the description, whatever. But it's a huge thing I think a lot about because I always used to think I think I just got negatively conditioned a lot, like oh yeah, you know you're Indian, so you're a nerd. You're very good at math, and you don't really get girls. Boom, done. Like you're kind of ugly too. Done. That's your stereotype. That's who you are. And for a long time, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to navigate that, and I kind of like settled into it. I was like, yeah, like that's me. Like I'm the Indian kid. Um, I'm like kind of fat. I hold fat in my torso a lot. I have skinny legs. Um, I'm not good with girls, nothing. And I'm a huge nerd. Like to make matters worse, I wasn't even the smartest guy like in my class. I was. I didn't score that well compared to a lot of my friends who were even higher scores than me. And that's fine. There's nothing against them or anything. Yeah, of course not. But that was my position, and it really messed with me for a long time. I was like bullied a lot. People would tell me like I used to have a lot of gynecomastia. If you don't know what that is, that's like man boobs essentially. And so as I got older and I took like steps to like get rid of it and like improve that, it's gotten better. But I'll always I think I'll be a little conscious about my chest because for a long time I lived with like huge, like not huge. I think I'm over uh no, I think I'm over like estimating it, but like to me they were always like I always was so ashamed about it. And um I remember this one time I was in school and there was like a couple girls around me and this my friend. This was a friend. I'm still friends with this guy now. We our friendship has changed and grown, but at this point in my life, like he was a big fake friend. He was not a good friend to me. And he like immediately like started like making fun of my boobs. He was I was like in front with these girls and he was like I don't know what he said. I don't even remember. Maybe I repressed it so hard I don't even remember. But like it was just like there, and I remember I was like so embarrassed. And I used to like this is real. I used to like pinch my nippies so that I could so that they would get smaller because they used to be like so like big and kind of pointy-ish. And I didn't like that was so embarrassing for me. So I used to pinch them, and like they would contract, and then it would look like smaller. And that's what I used to do. Like I love like when it was cold, and you could really see my nippies. It got to be like really it was like kind of embarrassing, and I was like, oh, like oh god, this is embarrassing. Um, for a long time, like that was my life until I would say it was until a couple years ago. This is what sucks, man. It takes time. You have to really like work on this for a while and then you'll see a lot of results. Like for me, I had to really work on like my mental health and my image of myself and my character traits, stuff like stuff like gratitude and drive. I used to be very lazy. Now I'm very driven. I have goals I want to accomplish. I'm very consistent with stuff. I don't give up a lot of time. And that's one of the best parts about me. That's something I love about myself, but it wasn't always like that. I used to always be negatively conditioned to think I wasn't like smart or I wasn't attractive or something. I was ugly. I was an ugly kid, whatever. And I wasn't. I don't think, looking back, I don't think I was ugly at all. But I think I was very insecure and like embarrassed about myself. And it was a hard time, man. Um, I mean, I look back at my childhood. I love my childhood. I was a happy kid, but I was very insecure. It was like around middle school, end of middle school, I started getting insecure, and this was also around the time I developed, around the time I discovered some videos about sex, watching people have sex, and that was that really made it worse, because that gave me more anxiety, more insecurity, because all the dudes on there were not brown. I'll tell you that they were not brown. Um, Granted, I didn't watch dudes. This is embarrassing. I didn't watch that. I was watching other stuff, but um they're always white dudes, and that like that was not a good hit to the ego. That makes you think like, oh wow, like you're not attractive. Everyone's like just the kind of base thing people used to think that. And like it hurt me. It made me feel kind of upset, like I wasn't enough, like I wasn't good enough, and that only got exacerbated when I'll give you an example, bro. Recent I joined a club, like a group, and I was removed from the group. I was kicked out because someone said that I was like being rude to somebody when I wasn't. Like I wasn't. I was completely like I'm a very kind person. I'm because of what's happened to me. I know I'm very kind to people. I'm not rude at all, like at all, because I'm a very kind person. Because I know how much kindness can go. I wish I was had someone who's a little kinder to me when I was younger. But I was kicked out because someone like wanted to spread some rumor about me, and I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was brown, and this was like a predominantly white thing. So like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying these people are racist, but maybe they were. And for like I was upset about that, and then and then I thought it didn't matter. I was elected into a position in my school, on the student government, and I thought that was awesome. And then I was removed again for something very little. Um, there are people there. There's a dude who's the president right now who did something way worse than he cussed out people in his chat. He was very unprofessional, way worse than what I did, and he became president. This was after. This wasn't even before. After I got kicked out. I got kicked out because they wanted me to like rat on people, and essentially I wasn't I'm not I didn't become the position to be like a fucking like someone who just ratting on people. No, I did it because I joined honor council. I was elected to honor council. I ran because I want to make a difference, not because I wanted to police people. And so I gave some names. I wasn't like super sure, like I wasn't super over whatever about it, and I was removed from the position because I didn't give everyone's name. Like apparently there was some people I missed, and it was that simple. I was just terminated. They didn't say anything to me. They just removed me, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then fast forward like a couple months, I find out that the guy who becomes the president later was kept in SGA, but he cussed out everybody. He cussed out people in his chat who weren't white, by the way. This guy's white. They weren't white. He cussed out everybody in his chat, people in his chat, and he became president. And to make matters worse, my roommate uh, joined not honor council but SGA after me, and he's like this white guy, and that hurt a little bit. That made me feel a little bit like, man, like wow, that sucks. That I was on there and I got removed for this little thing, and then like people. It made me realize, man, some things are just kind of rigged. Like it's don't be ashamed if you're like not white. I think when you're black, it's a little different because people are like now like overcompensating. But if you're brown or Asian, oh, that's when it gets like very dicey, especially if you're going for positions like this, because that's when they will that's when you're kind of in the minority category, but you're not like special now. Like if you're black, you're special now, like in this day and age, because you are because like, oh yeah, we can't be racist. We have to keep the we have to like overcompensate. But if you're brown, it doesn't matter. If you're Arab, if you're Muslim, oh, you get so much hate for no reason. You get so much like negative judgment and stigma. So much. I'm not Muslim. I'm brown, I'm Indian, I'm Hindu, but like yeah, it's terrible. So I dyed my hair um a couple months ago. Nothing to do with this. I just wanted to lock in, and so I buzzed my hair, and I was like, I need to go more extreme because I buzz my hair a lot. So I said I'm gonna fucking dye it red. So you can actually see there's like red tips in it. It's like it's black with red hair with red tips. It's orangish now. But that's so these are all like negative stories I'm telling you, but at the same time, I have grown so much because of these experiences. For a while, I wanted to say like it's not race, like it's just my character, whatever. Like I need to work on myself. But now that I'm at the end of my, not at the end of my growing of character, but like at the end of like processing all this, like it's been a year. It's been over a year since the club thing, and it's been like almost a year since the student government thing. I processed it, and there's nothing else to say. It's a little bit of kind of stigma and judgment, and a little bit of racism. It's just how it is. It's like I'm not like if you're a girl, you would understand this way more than I would, because girls are stigmatized a lot when it comes to like leadership positions. A lot. Um, I know a lot of women who are amazing, like they're just amazing in their position, but they're like looked down upon because they're not a man, and like you would understand that if you're a girl. Like and it's becoming better. I think people are trying to like make steps towards it, but again, the brown, the Arabs, the Asians, it's gonna be there for a while for us. But one thing I've learned to use all this to my advantage, which is really nice. I've learned to like as a brown guy, we have this edge to us that a lot of no almost no other race can have. Like we have this kind of fuck you, I'll do what I want type of attitude a lot of the time, because we grew up with our parents like as immigrants, and they had to really work hard. They had to really like make some money. They had to grind. All they thought was work, grind. And sure, it made our like family dynamic suffer a little bit, but they made some money. Like a lot of our brown parents have made money. Asian parents, they've made some money, and that only happened because we got to watch this happen. We got to watch the grind happen, and that's something that white people, black people, most other races can't understand, which I'm very grateful for. Most other races cannot understand the level of like discipline, not even discipline, the level of um like grind that you go through when you're in this position. And that's something I never want to lose. I never want to lose this immigrant personality. I want to pass that on to my kids. It's just a character trait, not to like be always like that. There's times for like both. You have to be like the nice white guy, of course, like the kind. I'm a kind person, but you have to be like the kind person as well. But you also really want to have this like masculine drive in you. Like yes, like I will accomplish what. And when someone is like rude to you or like a little racist or whatever, fuck you. Watch me beat you. Watch me beat you. And when you see that, then I want to hear what you say. That's what you got. That's what's gonna happen. That's what you gotta say. That's how you gotta take it, and you'll grow so much because of that. I'm telling you. I'm very grateful for that. That's not something I talk. It's not something I talk about a lot. I just really felt the need to talk about it. I was in this like I was in a public place studying, for like the first step one, and I was with this like I was in a group of like there's just a bunch of people there, and for one of the first times, or I think this happened before, but like one of the first times ever this happened to me, like that I noticed the girls were treating me like I was the super attractive one, and that this like other guy who's white, pretty hair, was not like I was better than him, and that changed the game for me. When I like processed that, I was like, whoa, dang! But that only happened because I have like a business. I'm a student. I'm like going somewhere. I'm athletic. I have muscle. I'm good. I'm a good talker. I'm very charismatic. I read a lot of books about like managing your life and becoming a better person in any skill. I've quit a lot of these bad habits, like the videos I was telling you about. I think it's been like almost 1,000 days since I've like done anything related to that. So super awesome. I'm so glad that that's the case, and that's definitely a huge reason why I'm where I am today. I was I was out at a party, like a class party, with a group of my friends, and they were girls, and I was drinking with them. I don't drink very often. I drink very rarely, but I thought that night was like a time. Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna drink, and I had a lot of fun. It was very awesome, and I was with these girls, and like we were talking about stuff. They were both Indian too, and this other group comes up, and they're like all white people, and they're looking at me. They're like, these guys are looking at me like, and even the girl on that group was like looking at me like, how did you get both of these girls? Like, how did that happen? And then the girls, they talk, and then now this other girl is kind of into me, so it's crazy. I'm telling you, it just like compounds like that. So I guess the message of the video is like, don't give up your grind, keep going, because you will see the rewards. I promise you. You'll see like the stuff like change. You'll see your life change. I promise you. Just keep going, my friend. Good luck. Thank you for watching this video. I'm grateful for you. I'm uploading this to my second channel. You'll probably never, like, most people will never see this video. I don't know if I doubt it'll blow up or anything. I just need to like talk and like say all this out, because that's like kind of my way of coping a little bit. Like I'm a huge talker. I love talking, so it's just my way of doing it. Yeah. So, all right, squad. Good luck. My name's Rohan. Remember, stay calm, cool, and collected at all times. And I'll catch you in another video. Thank you for watching. Peace. Bye, my program.